It's many hours later, a couple angry screeches later. I stopped filming everything because one, I thought I would be faster and I could just be like, bam, bam, done. I got one done. Ooh, soft close. It's 9 o'clock. It took me a really long time to install that drawer because everything that could go wrong did go wrong. This is me from the future. I've just spent a long time explaining to you why I had trouble installing the first drawer, and I don't think I was explaining it very well. So now I'm going to build the second drawer and film it and make my previous explanation of voiceover for those clips. So now I'm gonna go back to the past voiceover in a future film clip that I'm about to do right now. One of the pieces appears to not be the right size. It's just a cover-up piece. It's not functional, so I skipped it. But it's like an inch too tall for where it needs to go. And I tried to get support, IKEA support on Twitter. I said, I don't think this piece fits. And 20 minutes later, they came back and said, we urge you to look at this step in the guide because it should work. I'm like, I know it should work, but I'm looking at that step and that's the step that's not working. That's why I have contacted you. Does this piece even come in multiple sizes? Tell me if I should even bother. All right, this pole goes in here like that, and then in here like that. And then this part slides over like that. So as you can see, the top of that plastic piece must remain exposed. And this piece is too tall for that. Make sure you read the instructions. We're reading the instructions. This is too big. And it's the same size. It's also too big on the second drawer. So am I wrong? It's unusual that it would be wrong, packed wrong twice, right? Anyway, I skipped that. Like I said, I skipped that. It's just a cover-up piece. It's not functional. I don't know. This is probably not interesting. And I'm not explaining well. Now I'm inside the pantry. Basically, I'm done for the day. It's 9 p.m. My cat is going insane. And I haven't eaten dinner yet because I was so excited to build these shelves that I just didn't eat dinner. Now it's 9 o'clock. Is it 9 o'clock? Did I tell you it's 9 o'clock? Just kidding. After this, I filmed myself building the drawer, which I already showed you. Then I installed the drawer. So I didn't stop working for quite some time. Let's watch. Okay, now the next stage is to put in the rails. It doesn't explain which option is the hidden option. I ended up doing these instructions like by accident, but it doesn't say anywhere that this would give you a hidden drawer. I understand why there's no words in these instructions so that anyone with any language can use the same instructions, but sometimes words will be helpful. And like QR codes exist. I feel like they could put a QR code in here, lead you to a website, you could pick your language, and there can be some written instructions or just a little bit more context. I'm always afraid of stripping the screw. That's why I like to finish it with a regular screwdriver. Because Lord knows I had to take it out once already. So if I stripped the screws, I would have been unable to try again. Okay, both rails are in. Moment of truth. I will be installing the drawer. I think I have to move it up even higher because I cannot open this bottom drawer. There needs to be a gap in between these two so that I can open the bottom drawer. Yay. I did it. 10:36. Literally 5 hours later. Now that was unpleasant. I'll say that. Hi, it's March 5th and I have updates. This is what the cabinet looks like, the pantry. I've added some random stuff. Still waiting for 2 drawers, that's why that's open. I've got my microwave in here. I got all my cookbooks back here that I never use. I have my recipe box, which I do use. up here. I've moved everything from this shelf over here because I think I'm going to remove this shelf because, like, I remember it's causing problems. But I don't know what to do with my spice racks, which I love. Cannot reach this top shelf, so that's for like long-term storage. I've got my turkey roasting pan up there, empty tub that I use for watering plants. And then speaking of plant stuff, this is my last corner of shame. It's all my plant supplies. Nursery pots, decorative pots, dirt. I think I'm gonna put some of that stuff on this shelf, or maybe even up there. I didn't think about it before, but I will now also have to purchase a step stool. So the costs, they are a climbing. And so will I once I get my footstool. Still need to figure out a base and attach it to the wall. More to come, eventually. Today is March 26th, and the kitchen pantry scenario not done. Yesterday I finally was able to purchase everything I needed. I think, and I picked it up today. So this is the current status. I just put a bunch of stuff in here. This is not permanent. But I also bought this cabinet, which I just put together, and I will be putting it in this empty corner. I've reused the feet that broke from this one, from the big unit, because this is not as heavy and I feel like I'll actually be able to pick it up in the way that the instructions tell you to pick it up. So here's the before and the after. It's not level. It needs to be higher on this side. But I already tried making the feet lower on this side and that made it way worse, so. Okay, I just put some magnets in here to prop it up on the side. And hey, it's sturdy. There's no wobble, so this is what I'm gonna go with for now. I do not like this unit from IKEA. I am doing everything I'm supposed to do according to the instructions, and it's not working out the way the instructions say it will. These pieces didn't work. I ordered replacement pieces according to the item number in the manual, and they arrived and they're the exact same size and they don't fit. On the new drawer that I just built, this drawer, it came with teeny tiny ones. This is the piece right here, and they do fit perfectly well. So that actually was a success, but is not. Look at, why is this one further back than that one? Why doesn't it stop here? I did the same thing down there as I did up here. I can't wait to be done with this project because it's pissing me off. Pissing me off. I don't know how to fix this in this moment, so I will be leaving it for now. Instead of building more stuff, I'm gonna microwave some dinner from yesterday and eat it today. And that is the purpose of a microwave. Thank you. Okay, so in a unexpected turn of events, the floor of my cabinet gave way. I don't know if you can see there. Used to be attached, now it's not. Basically, I had these supports in the center, and that was not the right spot to have them. The pressure of the entire weight of the cabinet was on the center here, and it smashed. It broke off. Here are the pieces that came off. So, yeah, one of these bad boys even came out. So that's my bad, My temporary footing was not temporary enough. Anyway, I have purchased some 2x4. Sorry for my feet in this video, my apologies. And I will be making a new base, and it will go all the way to the edge because this is the piece that should be supporting the weight, not that piece. But in the meantime, my kitchen has looked like this for a day, not that long. This happened last night. Hello. So, I emptied the whole thing out of fear, obviously, and then I haven't really been able to use my kitchen today. So I ate some frozen chili for lunch, and I'm very hungry, and I don't really have anything to eat that doesn't need to be like prepared, and I have nowhere to prepare. So I gotta fix this ASAP. Okay, I made a square, but it's not square. Not my fault. The wood was not straight. Oh, you can really tell from this angle. The wood available at the home hardware near me was garbage. And this was the straightest piece I could find, but it's not that bad. I'm hoping the immense weight of the pantry will flatten it out. Better than nothing, I guess. Certainly better than this. Put the thing in. This is the situation. Not a lot of room here. I'm gonna be honest with you. Real tight squeeze. Oh, here we can see the damage that was done. I have reattached here and here. But yeah, now the side is supported on here. On an angle though. This cord is not long. I don't know why it comes off the top of the damn fridge. It would be much better if it came off the bottom, but whatever. It's a real tight fit. Okay, we're back in position. I feel like it's a little shakier than it used to be. I'm feeling some more movement than I did before, but it will, I am gonna attach it to the wall. Now that I have the base made, the reason I hadn't attached it before is because the base was not complete and I didn't want it to be stuck to the wall before I could pull it out and put the base in. Anyway, now that there's a base, ta-da, it can be attached to the wall. There's a big gap. It doesn't touch the wall, so I'm gonna have to put some wood in between the wall and the cabinet and then screw. I can't find a stud because this is where it is. I can't move it, so it's gotta be, they have to go in there. Do I just wait for someone else to do it for me? Or do I try? Probably wait. Probably wait. But for now, I think I can put the drawers back in at least. And then leave the top empty. That was all voiceover. I'm here. I just didn't film my face. Hello. Guess what? Oh, out of focus. There we go. Why are we struggling? Wasn't recording any of that. Guess what? Today is July 3rd, 2023. Okay? The last clip you just saw was May 2022. It's now 2023. But that doesn't mean I have not done anything on the pantry in the last year and 2 months. That's incorrect. The pantry was actually finished, as much as it's finished, like in June of 2022. I just completely forgot that I was filming any of the process, so I don't have any more clips to show that I finished it a year ago. So I'm showing you now. I did in fact attach it to the wall as I said I would. What I ended up doing was I attached a piece of wood, like a 2x4, to the studs, and then I attached the pantry to the 2x4. So it is in the studs. There was also a big gap because all the plugs on the behind the pantry. There was like a 2.5 inch gap or whatever between the wall and the pantry. Anyway, so I had to put wood in there. Whatever. Moving on. It's done. Again, done. I don't have doors on it yet because there's already multiple. There's this kind of door in my kitchen. There's this kind of door in the kitchen, and this door actually doesn't exist at IKEA anymore. I can't buy it. Otherwise, I would. I like this door. But I don't want to end up with this kind of door and this kind of door and then a third door for this area. So I'm waiting. I'm gonna wait till I have more money and can buy doors for everything at once, so they're all the same. And I also want to update these so that they like go all the way to the ceiling, because I feel like it's a waste of space to have. Who designed kitchens this way in the 70s and 80s? I don't know. What are we putting up there? Nothing. Just make it cupboards. I'll get a stepladder. I don't care. I have a stepladder. Anyway, as I said, it's done for now. This is the state of it. So I will show you the pantry. Now, the completed pantry. That's it. It's done. I'll show you. Starting from the bottom, we've got the drawers. These are the same as what you saw. I put in another one, which I don't think I ever filmed. This is a shallow drawer, which I use for all my boxes of things. Parchment paper, tin foil, wax paper, Ziploc bags. These are really cool. They're like, you put them on the ends of round food. So if I like, cut an apple in half, I could shove it in here. This is a very big apple, but you know, and it would protect the bottom and keep it fresh. Then I don't have to waste a bag or saran wrap. Same with this. I like to use this on the end of a cucumber or half of a lemon, that kind of thing. Oven mitts, etc. This drawer is my canned foods and everyday stuff. Peanut butter, stock, taco seasoning. Guys, stop buying tiny packets of taco seasoning. Just buy a jar. Amazing. Chickpeas. If you're like me, every time you go to the grocery store, you're like, I think I need a can of chickpeas, and then you end up having 17 cans of chickpeas. Is hardly anything. This is where I keep snacks, but I don't have any snacks right now. And this one's bowls and stuff. Above that, we have the microwave section. This is where I keep my cutting boards, my measuring cups, the microwave cover. Then above here, I have other ingredients. Dry goods, sauces, another cutting board. I bought this little rack for accessibility. Jell-O. That's a different mix, you guys. Don't come for me. Miso soups. And then above here is where it gets starting to get hard to reach, okay? This is my arm fully extended. So I've got sugar, granola, snackies, oatmeal. Okay, and then behind here is long-term storage. I got plant pots, soil. Back here is more plant stuff. I don't know if you guys remember, I used to have a box of plant stuff in this corner. Now it's up here. And then even further up, I can't even reach this. A couple salad bowl sets, and in the very back, roasting pan. That's it. Let me step back. This is what it looks like from further away. Ooh, do we love it? Are we happy? I am. There's a couple quirks, like for example, when I put the base on, which I haven't painted or anything, it's still just that, like this. I attached it to the floor, and I ended up putting it a little bit too far over this way. So this is further over than I wanted it to be, because when you open this drawer, it bonks onto there, but you can finesse it. So it's not a big deal, but it is a thing. If I were to put doors on here, they would attach into these holes. This might be an issue, because once the doors are open, they might not be able to open wide enough for these to open. You know, like there'd be a piece of wood at an angle stopping these from opening. So that's something I have to consider. Maybe I'll just remove the window frame. Do people do that? Is that a thing? Dunno. But otherwise, I'm very pleased. It was a long process, but I'm happy that it's over. Well, that took a long time. Many months, many mistakes, many retries, many deliveries, many pickups. No injuries that I recall. Nothing bad enough that I can remember. And yeah, I'm glad it's over. And I'm glad to have this giant piece of storage that has made cooking nicer. Oh, I guess I'll show you this corner too. I put in this corner piece in one of my last clips, and it holds my baking sheets and cooling racks, and then some random glass containers that clearly I do not use very frequently because they are dusty. Another great reason to have doors on your stuff. I like having it next to the stove keep my salt and pepper here, keep my garlic, keep my butter, and I'm propagating this plant. Also, that allowed me to get this off the stove. This had been sitting in the center of my actual stove for years. And now it doesn't have to. Hooray! Okay, that's the end of the story of this very long, very frustrating at times, very rewarding IKEA project. So thanks for watching my kitchen makeover. And if you need any help reading instructions from an IKEA flat pack or writing to IKEA support on Twitter, hit me up. I'll help you out. Bye!